Hello friends, in this video we are going to discuss about integral form of divergence of a vector. So we earlier wrote divergence of a vector. So divergence of a vector field. So divergence of a vector field, if you remember, we did a infinitesimally small volume like this, a parallelopipe we consider. You can check my videos where we discuss divergence of a vector field. So here I just took a parallelopipe. I chose the angle to be 90-degree just to identify the the XYZ or the space coordinates. Okay, here X, Y, and Z. So here we consider infinitesimal volume dx here, and this y here you got dy, and this is dz. Then we said suppose the vector enters the x face and leaves this face x face over here, and we said suppose this is ax and this is x y z function of x y z, then the x component only we considered, and here it is leaving as ax, so x plus dx and y z. Okay, so here we said the change is along the x direction, the change is dx. Similarly for ay and az faces we got, and then we expanded this x plus dx yz using Taylor series and keeping up to the first two terms. We got finally that del dot a. Okay, del dot a actually gives you what? Del ax by del x plus del ay by del y plus del az by del z. And the physical significance also, we discussed the physical significance of divergence of a vector field actually gives you what? The amount of flux or the net flux emerging, okay, out per unit volume. So when we said per unit volume, we consider dx dy dz per unit volume, and we know that dx dy dz we are infinitesimally small. So dx dy dz are infinitesimally small, so the volume dv is actually very small, right? So we will use this limit of this dv very small, and we can write it using the integral form. So here we are going to write it in the integral form. So divergence in terms of integral. So if I write that del dot a here, we can write it as what? Let me just write it, then I will explain you. Del v tends to 0, approaches 0, because here we said the infinitesimal volume, and then we said the amount of flux, okay, the net flux coming out of it per unit volume. So what is that net flux? Okay, net flux can be written as a dot ds. Okay, this is the flux. A dot ds gives you the vector flux, where ds is what? Ds is the surface here, the change in surface. You see here, like we said, ax function of xyz, this was the vector field. So the face, here it was the surface area it entered, and then when it left, then you can see there is a change in the x coordinate, the space coordinate here, the x component x plus dx, right? Okay, so this ds actually gives you what? That differential change in any of the coordinates, like maybe in x, maybe in y, maybe in z, right? So when a vector field enters this closed surface, okay, any closed surface, then what is the change? Okay, what is the flux that is coming out per unit volume? And the unit volume is considered to be very small, infinitesimally small, dx dy dz. So now if I want to find out if it is a closed surface, I can consider it to be this, a closed integration, surface integration, divided by what? The elemental volume del v, where limit del v tends to 0. So limit del v tends to 0, this a dot ds over the surface, closed surface, divided by del v. So here del v approaches 0. You can understand from this, in the previous video we have already discussed, okay, per unit volume, where dx dy dz are considered to be infinitesimally small. So del dot a actually can be represented this way, okay, where we can write this divergence in terms of integral as, okay, now what? The limiting value of its surface integral, limiting value of what? the surface integral of the vector. Okay, as the vector is moving through a closed surface area, and that surface area actually encloses a volume. Okay, and you are finding out what is the net flux emerging, net vector flux emerging out of it, okay, per unit volume, when the volume is very very small. So this is what is how we can write. So we can write the limiting value of the surface integral of the vector field per unit volume over an area enclosed, over an area enclosing the volume. Okay, and the volume or the volume tends to zero, right, or volume is very very small. So this is how we can write the integral form of divergence of a vector, integral form of divergence of a vector field, integral form of divergence of a vector field. Okay, fine. So in the next video we will continue with the integral representation of curl of a vector. So how, what is curl of a vector in integral form? Thank you.